I've always worried about why we are not given the stats of tax revenue collected. I think this is something I may have raised in the group we were in, by racial demographic. They raise it by income bracket, by tax bracket. They raise it by gender. They raise it by geography. But we're never given the racial breakdown of who's paying the tax, at least the personal income tax. Is that done intentionally or?
You mean at SARS, they don't produce that?
I've never seen it, and I've asked for it for many years.
And they haven't given it to you?
I've never seen it.
I'm not sure. I mean,
because it would be an easy tool for the DA and other people to be like, here's the data. And News 24 would write articles every week to say, but these are all the white people paying all the. They say it, but I've never seen the numbers.
No, I mean, look, we break the data of income by race, instead, as I say, and I'm sure by race in tax revenue it should be. And we show, for instance, in the income and expenditure survey, who gets the bulk of the resources and where they spend it. So it gives you what the average
it should
is for whites.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's very high relative to that of blacks.
Yeah.
And their share of expenditure is disproportionate to their number, basically. And one of the things that I do write this today or tomorrow, it will be out in the business report, is the question of the report that, as I say, released, which is a degree of concentration by industry, where I say, take the population on the one side of the equation and take concentration on the other side. And interrogate this, particularly on the question of health and education. 71% of whites have medical aid.
It's correct.
And against 9% of blacks who have medical aid. Private medical aid.
Yes.
When you break that in terms of numbers, it comes to how many households? It comes to a total of 2.4 million households, which gives you 9 million people in the country. Against 17 million households and 64 million people. Now, your economics of capital, particularly monopoly. A monopolist industry doesn't target the market. It targets the market up to the point where marginal cost equal to marginal revenue, which is 1 point. And at times, they don't even go that far. They maximize their profit where they think their profit should be.
Yes.
So they are target profiteers.
Yes.
They don't need to go all the way to where marginal cost equal to marginal revenue.
No, of course.
And they don't even want to go at that level of where marginal cost and marginal revenue are equal right across.
Yes.
And then you can expand industry and expand inclusion. So their profit maximization is a V instead of an U. And U means then you can expand and get more people employed, more people that.
Those are not the goals.
Those are not the goals.
Yeah, I worked in corporate. We'd have percentage return targeting more than what you're saying about working on marginal.
And now, if you look at private medical aid, it's not about this riffraff 54 million. It's about these 2.4 million households.
Yes.
And they know they will get that money from there.
Yes.
71% amongst whites, which means there's generational value.
Yes.
Against 9% amongst blacks, which means there's no generational value.
I asked this question a few days ago.
But because they are more,
yes,
5 million people, it's enough to be covered by all medical schemes in South Africa, and they go very good on profit. And so is the case in education. When you go to education, 15,000 children write IEB in this country, 15,000. against 880,000 that write the national school certificate. The amount of noise that you get from this 15,000, which is a 53rd of a 53rd, you know.
A 53rd, yes.
I mean, then we'll have to say, is this country bewitched? And that's where you have to go back to culture. That's where you have to go back to thinking about opening borders. That's where you have to go back into understanding ourselves as Swati, Sutu, Zulu, Xhosa, and the San and Khoi and all that, and say, who are we and what do we stand for as a people?